In this video, we will talk about the undefined terms and other basic geometric terms on points and lines. Let us define first geometry. It is originated from the two Greek words geo and metron, which means earth and measure. So geometry means earth measurement. Let us now have the undefined terms. The undefined terms in geometry are the point, line, and plane. These terms cannot be defined but can be described. Let's start with a point. A point has a specific location, no length, width, or thickness. A dot is used to represent a point and named using a capital letter. So we will name this as point A. An example of point is the tip of a pencil, mole, corner of a box. Next is line. It has an infinite length but no thickness or width. This is the illustration of a line. So it is named using the two capital letters representing two different points on a line. So we can name this as line MN or line NM. So a line symbol is placed above the letters. So it can also be named using a single lowercase letter. So for example, we have the line L. An example of a line is a thread, edge of a paper, a rope. Next is a plane. It is a flat surface that extends infinitely in all directions. It has an infinite length and width but no thickness. This is the illustration of a plane. A plane is named by a single script capital letter or using the 3 points in the plane, which are not on the same line. So to name this plane, we have plane BIG or plane M. Example of plane: wall, ceiling of a room, top of a table. Using the undefined terms point, line, and plane, we can define other geometry terms and geometric figures. Let's start with a collinear points. Collinear points are points that lie on the same line. So, points A, B, and C are collinear points. If the points do not lie on the same line, it is called non-collinear. So, example, the point A, B, C, and D are non-collinear because they do not lie on the same line. Next is coplanar points. These are the points that lie on the same plane. So, point A, T, and H are coplanar points. Points that do not lie on the same plane is called non-coplanar points. Example, points M, A, T, and H are non-coplanar points. Next is an intersecting line. These are lines on the same plane having a common point. So the common point here is the point X. Point X is what we call the point of intersection. Next is a parallel lines. So these are coplanar lines that do not intersect. So usually it is denoted by this symbol. So we can say that line 1 and line 2 are parallel. So this symbol means these two lines are parallel. Let us now have the concurrent lines. 3 or more lines are said to be concurrent if they all pass through the same point. So they intersect at exactly one point. The single point at which these lines intersect is called point of concurrency. So line 1, line 2, and line 3 are concurrent lines. And this point A is what we call the point of concurrency. Next is the skew lines. These are non-coplanar lines that do not intersect. That means these are the lines that are not on the same plane and do not intersect. So example, we have line 1 and line 2. So these are called skew line because they are non-coplanar lines and they do not intersect. Let us now have the subsets of a line. The subsets of a line are line segment and array. Let's start with a line segment is a part of a line consisting of two endpoints. So in the figure, line K has some given points. So we have point A, point B, point C, and point D. Connecting any of these 2 points form a line segment. So in naming a line segment, we just place a line on top of the 2 points. So for example, so this will be named as line segment BC or line segment CB. We also have line segment AB or line segment BA. And we have line segment AC or line segment CA. Line segment AD or line segment DA. Line segment BD or line segment DB. Then another, we have line segment CD or line segment DC. From the given line, we form 6 line segments. To determine the number of line segments, we will use the formula n times the quantity n minus 1 all over 2, where n is the number of points in the given line. So, in our given line K, we have 4 points. So, we will now substitute the value of n into 4. So, using the formula n times the quantity n minus 1 all over 2. So we now have 4 times the quantity 4 minus 1 all over 2. And 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Then 4 times 3 is 12 divided by 2. So we have 6. So the line segments are line segment AB, line segment AC, line segment AD, line segment BC, line segment BD, and line segment CD. Another subset of a line is what we call ray. Ray is part of a line with only one endpoint and extend infinitely in only one direction. We name a ray by its endpoint first and followed by one of its points. So we always start with the endpoint and the name of the points cannot be interchanged. So we place a line with one arrowhead pointing to the right on the top of the 2 points. So for example, this is array BC. Another example is ray BA. So always start with the endpoint. So notice that ray BC and ray BA are what we call opposite rays. So they have common endpoints. So these are the rays with a common endpoint but extending in opposite direction. So we have ray BA and ray BC. So they are called the opposite rays. So thank you for watching and happy learning.